Let's start from the top. First, we import useState and useEffect from React because we need state management and lifecycle handling. Inside the app component, we create two state variables. The first one is data. This will store the API response. Initially, it's an empty array. The second state is input. This will store whatever the user types into the search field. Now we use the useEffect hook. Notice that we pass an empty dependency array. That means this effect runs only once when the component mounts. Inside useEffect, we call the function datalist. Let's look at that function. Datalist is an async function because we are fetching data from an external API. We use fetch to call this endpoint, jsonplaceholder.typecode.com/posts. Once we get the response, we check if it's okay. If the response is successful, we convert it into JSON format. Then we update our data state using setData. The moment we update the state, React re-renders the component automatically. Now comes the interesting part, the search logic. We create a variable called searchData. Here, we use the filter method on the data array. For each item, we check if the input value matches any of these, the post body, the post title, or the user ID. Before comparing, we convert everything to lowercase. Why? Because we want the search to be case insensitive. That means whether the user types uppercase or lowercase, the results will still match. For user ID, we convert it to string before checking includes, since it's a number. Now let's move to the JSX. We have an input field. Its value is connected to the input state. Whenever the user types something, the onChange function updates the state instantly. Because state updates trigger re-renders, our filtered data updates in real time. Below that, we map over search data, not the original data. This is very important. We only render filtered results. Inside map, we display the user ID, the title, and the body of each post, and we use item.id as the key, which is good practice in React. So overall, what's happening? Component loads, API is called, data is stored in state, user types in the input, filter runs instantly, UI updates dynamically. This is a simple but powerful real-world pattern. You can reuse this in search bars, admin dashboards, product filtering, or even chat applications. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.